Right, hi there. So today I'm joined by Lorenzo Buttarello. Did I pronounce that okay?
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
Great.
You need more rolling the R, maybe.
All right. Yeah, I'll get some practice. So where in Italy are you from?
I come from the city of Varese. It's a city in the north, close to Switzerland, close to probably a lot of people listening know Como. Como is famous.
Oh,
George
yeah,
Clooney has a house there,
I've been
right?
there before. Okay, yeah, lucky guy. Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
Yeah. Close to there, close, same area, Lombardy. Yeah.
Right. So what made you leave Lake Como and come to Chongqing?
Well, actually, it's the reason is that I studied in Milan. I've always been interested in Chinese language and culture. In Milan Bicocca University, I studied cultural intercultural communication science, and I studied Chinese culture and language. And so I guess the most important reason why I firstly came to Chongqing is to improve my language, because you speak Chinese too, you speak Mandarin too, right? So you perfectly know that without being on site, it's almost impossible to really improve such a difficult language. So this was the main reason why I came to China for the first time. And
okay,
why Chongqing, maybe?
Oh yeah, I was going to say why Chongqing?
Because a lot of people don't know Chongqing in Italy. I actually have to thank my professor and my supervisor at Milan Bicocca University, because at the first time she suggested this city for me. She said, go there because it's a city that have a big economic expansion, has had a bigger economic expansion recently, and you as a person, you will definitely love it, because as you can see, I'm quite how do you say that? I cannot find the English word. Röching. Like I like to talk a lot.
Yeah,
I'm quite noisy, you know. And so, yeah. This is the perfect place for me, and I love the food. So I actually have to thank her for choosing this city, for suggesting this city for me.
So when you came to Chongqing, you didn't come here directly to study at university. So you came here as a language student.
Yes, so, for with the Confucius Institute. I started studying language for the first year, and then I definitely fell in love with the city. Yeah, I've been working for 2 years. After my language program, I started working into different like training center and agency, because you know there are a lot of Chinese students that leave China to go abroad to study, to Italy especially. We have like special programs for Chinese students, Marco Polo and Turan. I don't know how to say the pronunciation in English. Turando, maybe Turando. And so there are these special programs. So a lot of people from China go to Italy to study, and I was working in these places, like doing a lot of different jobs.
Yeah, okay, so you've managed something that I've not really managed to do so well the past 16, 17 years, and that's speak the local dialect so well. So I watched your video of the graduation speech yesterday.
很荣幸作为留学生代表在今天这个特别的毕业典礼上发言。时光飞逝，我在那里都待了6年了，走遍了重庆的卡卡角角，成了地地道道的重庆崽儿嘞。
And I have to say, I was very impressed. Yeah, I mean, it's very authentic. So, what's the secret?
What's the secret? I think it's to love it, because since I started like grasping the differences between the Mandarin and the local dialect, I think I started to loving the local dialect, how it sounds, because sometimes it sounds to people that don't know it a little bit harsh. You will agree with that. But I think there is also a lot of culture, like also in they say something like louds. It's kind of a bad word, but it's really interesting. I'm really interested actually in all languages, and I love the dialect. And I think in Chongqing it's kind of easy to pick it up if you stay with the local and you're interested, of course. So yeah.
So over the past 6 years, what would you say have been your best experiences here in Chongqing?
Best experience? Well, this is quite a big question, because I think there are a lot of good experiences. From the first year, like, I met a lot of new people, a lot of new friends, both foreign friends, because as a language student in the classes, a lot of people from all over the world. So I think it was really interesting to meet all these people, and with some of them, with many of them, I'm still good in good relationship. Like even those that went back to their home countries. And another good experience is the relationship with the locals, because I think that they are really like Southern Italians, like really open, really friendly. So I have plenty of incredibly good experience, and I think it's the friendship is the most important thing.
What made you decide to follow a university course here?
Well, I came from Italy with only a bachelor degree and a little bit of a work experience. So after working for a period, I decided that it would have been better maybe to improve my academic grade. And I decided also to change a little bit the topic, because I studied business administration. I wanted some more business material on my CV, actually. So I just choose to stay here in Chongqing, because I knew already Chongqing University. I liked the structure of Chongqing University, so I decided to go back there.
Also, you've got your Chinese name next to your picture here, so you've got Bulu.
Yeah.
What piqued my interest there straight away is, how did you choose such a special Chinese name?
Well, I kind of didn't. Like, it's an interesting story. There was a PhD researcher in my university in Italy, a Chinese PhD researcher, and I participated in her psychology research experiment. Sorry, and so I asked her, "Well, why don't you help me to choose a decent Chinese name? Because a lot of people choose their Chinese names, and sometimes they are incredibly strange, or they sound to Chinese people incredibly strange." And she basically went through my name, Italian name and surname that you saw. It's Lorenzo Buttarello, and so BU, the two starting letters, became this Pu, and she told me that this character is actually a really rare surname in China now. Not a lot of people have this surname. And Lawrence, Luoren, Luo, because it's the name of an ancient capital of China, Luoyang, and also it was the name of a river, and Ren, that is the Confucian virtue of benevolence. So it's like she really went through it in a really good way, and so I kept it. Even when I came to China, I told my teachers that this was my name, and since then, it has always been.
The final part of your university degree, I suppose, wasn't quite as you expected with the pandemic.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't, unfortunately.
Yeah. So how did you the last, say, half a year of your studies?
Well, it was okay-ish for me, because first of all, I think it was okay because I'm in China, and as you know, living here, like, it's definitely more comfortable to live in your house here than abroad if you cannot get out of your house, because you can get everything like with the touch of a phone. So this actually, I think, saved my mental sanity for that period. And then I also had to finish down my thesis. So I had stuff to do, and with internet, everything was all right. But yeah, I had some moments that were like, they were really harsh, like really, really hard, especially when we could not go out in the last period of the quarantine. That was pretty annoying, but we had to do that. Right?
I guess then, over the last couple of days, your video of your graduation speech has gone really viral. So I know it's been quite difficult organising a time slot with you, but could you say something about the reaction you've had since your graduation speech went online?
Well, that was amazing. I didn't expect that at all. Like I've seen the first half of it was the speech was on Sunday morning, and in the first half of the day, it got I don't know how many views on Douyin, and like 300,000 likes. In the end of the day, it was 500,000. I didn't just the part in which I speak dialect at least, and but also the whole video got a lot of views and an incredible reception, and I was amazed. Like it's incredible. Makes you feel good that I mean people appreciate it. So, but yeah, definitely didn't expect that.
So apart from us at iChongqing, what other things have you been doing?
Well, a lot of Chinese media. There was a Chongqing Fabu, and then Xinhua She, and other smaller media. So yeah.
As well. So now you have officially graduated. What are your plans for the future?
Not officially yet. I didn't have my certificate yet,
okay.
but yeah, almost done. I hope I can stay in Chongqing. First of all, because I've spent here the last 6 years, and a lot of my friendship I cultivated here. A lot of people that I know. My girlfriend is from Chongqing. We live here together. And these are important reasons. Another important reason is that as an Italian, I think that this is a good place to be, to do what I like to do. That I told you that my bachelor degree was intercultural communication. I'm interested in intercultural communication. I think this is an important age for having countries helping each other instead of fighting each other. We saw it with the pandemic. Like we should really help each other. And I would like this for me to be an opportunity to cultivate this interest in a job, in an intercultural communication job that could be on the academic aspect or even on more business related aspects. Chongqing is a good place for Italians because we have the consulate. Chongqing University has its own center that is building academic cooperation with the Italian universities. And there is the Italian Chamber of Commerce. There are a lot of good places for an Italian to cultivate this interest, personal interest and job related.